Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Denver and Dragon Gaming. Today we're trying out a little bit of a newer, different format. Because this is gonna be like just a little bit more conversational. Just me and Denver are gonna be talking, and yeah. So today's episode, we're thinking about doing this as like a series. So like we're gonna have we're gonna whoa, nope. Uh, one moment. We're thinking about doing this as a series, so we're just going to like have a few different episodes of this. We're going to talk about different things every time. Today, we're going to be talking about the 1.20 Minecraft update and sort of our thoughts on it and what we'd like to see, what we think it's going to be, all that. So, Denver, how about you? uh,
I'm screwing with lighting. Stop.
you need a light right here.
Right there.
Yeah.
Grab the lamp.
Uh,
Tape it up there.
uh,
We're such funny people.
we're such funny guys. Um,
Um, yeah. Well, I guess we should start off with the stuff we do know about 1.20.
yes. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get just a Chrome tab really fast. I might cover up your face cam for some of this, but I'm just gonna show the people uh some pictures. Um, so unless you guys have been sitting under a rock, you have probably seen some of the stuff for 1.20. Um, the bamboo blocks, the camels, and the armor trims, which I would like to talk about. But anyways, um, so 1.20 next Minecraft update, they're adding camels, oh my goodness, my face cam is whoop. There we go. They're adding camels, hanging signs, and there's a lot of like cool new customization options that they're adding. Um,
Indeed.
yeah,
I'm personally super psyched for this update.
I am super
Um,
excited. I
because not
think,
only are we getting all these new fun items, blocks, stuff to mess around with, screw around with, we're
mhm.
also getting the mob vote mob in
Oh
1.20.
yes, the sniffer.
So we'll be getting the sniffer,
Mm-hmm.
bringing some new plants with it.
Yep. Now I think sadly, like it was confirmed that the sniffer plants are just going to be cosmetic. I don't think they're actually going to be functional in any way, so we aren't going to have Botania in vanilla Minecraft anytime soon, sadly. Um,
Yeah, but on the upside to that, it's new decoration flowers.
yes, definitely. Um, I think a lot of like cosmetic and just cosmetic really
Yeah,
updates they're adding is going to be really cool. I think personally, I think the camels are actually an awesome addition. I think
yeah, you get
a lot
two
of
people
people
on it.
have been kind of like discounting their coolness a little bit. They've been kind of saying that like the camels are kind of lame. Personally, I think the camels are awesome, and
Yeah, like you
yeah.
can get two people on them.
Mhm.
Pretty sure they can also have a chest so you can
Yep.
storage.
It's like they can jump really far, and you can't get attacked by mobs while you're on it. So it's like
They're 2 blocks high.
all of the good stuff of a donkey, which I love donkeys, Denver, and
Yeah,
all of the good stuff of a horse, and like even more. It's just like it's really good. Um,
yeah,
so even though
I'm
they're
pumped
really
for it.
rare, anarchy servers
Yeah,
probably aren't going to be
the,
seeing too many camels,
right. I
but
mean, to follow up on that, yeah, they only spawn in desert villages, and even then, pretty like hard to find desert villages.
yeah.
So
I mean, there's
it'll be a
always a
little bit different.
chance that you'll just have a world that's nothing but ice, and there's no desert to be found.
Yeah. Stop talking about ice.
I know that I cut that out and that isn't on camera, but that was painful to go through.
Yeah.
Um, anyways, I don't even have a recording of that I can show you guys as like a sneak peek or whatever. It's gone. It's deleted. You'll just have
Yeah.
to take my word for it.
All right.
Um.
Well, something happening right now. We have a special guest, actually, guys.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
My sister Serena is gonna be coming up here,
At some point.
sitting down right next to me, talking with us.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Um. All right. So yeah, and then there's of course also the armor trims, which I really like the idea of, but I would really love to see them have some functional purpose. You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
currently they're just cosmetic. I think that a sort of functional use for them would also be really cool. Um. So like if they added like extra armor points, or like each one had
Yeah.
their like emerald might give you like lower villager trades or something, like
Mhm.
something like
Something,
that.
something cool like that.
Yeah.
Well, Serena's here. You want to introduce yourself?
No.
You sure?
No. Okay.
Okay. Well, this is my
Great.
sister.
Yeah.
She's here in the old SMP videos.
Yeah, a few of them. Yeah.
She's
um
just gonna be chilling here. talking
yep.
with us.
Just chilling. All right.
Uh,
So Denver, what would
chilling.
you like 1.20 to be?
Point 20. I want it to be the archaeological dig update. Like, I've seen stuff on YouTube about it where they're like talking about maybe it's coming back again, or
Look at my.
oh we're talking about the new 1.20 Minecraft update. What we want in it, what is gonna be in it, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think archaeology would be really cool. Like they announced it 1.19, right? Yeah, they announced it 1. Or no, was it 1.17? It was either. I think it was one of the things they announced in Caves and Cliffs, and they never did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if they do archaeological stuff, give me bundles. Cause like
Oh
you
yeah.
dig in, you're looking for
Mhm.
fossils. Maybe it's like a fossil bundle to hold
Yep.
all your fossils.
Yep. 100%. Bundles definitely need to be added. Um,
Hmm.
I have said it before, and I will say it again. I think 1.20 should be a magic update. And I know,
It's
I
not
know,
gonna happen.
all of you are going to go down to the comments right now and say Minecraft is never going to add magic, but that's not actually necessarily what I mean, right? Wands, spellcasting, sure, that's awesome. I think that would be a great update, but I know that's not going to happen. What you also have to think about is that there's already magic in the game. There's already the enchanting table. There's already the brewing stand. These things have been the same since like 1.6, right?
That's
They
true.
need an update.
Well, you know what I think?
What do you think?
I
Talk to the
think
camera.
I think that when you tame a dog, it shouldn't just be a wolf with a collar. It should change.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, totally.
The breed of dog, because no
Um,
one's out there with dogs on leashes. Well, with wolves.
Actually, that would fit great in with the update.
But yeah, like
Because
camels
like
and
yeah,
stuff.
they're adding camels, they're adding all those customization things, adding new dog breeds would totally work.
And I think like if you're in like a desert biome, then there should be chihuahuas.
Hmm.
And if you're in the snowy areas, then there should be huskies. Just
So like,
saying.
depending on where you tame the dog is what dog breed it turns into.
When it's
Yeah, like the frogs. Like the frogs are different depending on
frog.
the. Mhm. Um. Yeah. I don't know. Either way, I'm really hyped for 1.20.
I
Um,
know, I'm super excited.
even though as I've become basically a modded player at this point, so I think more and more I just don't really care as much about the vanilla updates, because I know that whatever they add or don't add, like there's just gonna be mods for it anyways, and
Right.
I'm probably gonna be playing in 1.18 for a while, so I'm probably not gonna like really get to experience it all that much.
I mean, when the update comes out, I'm thinking you hop back on the old Switch.
I don't have Switch Online anymore.
Oh,
Cause,
right.
cause I mean, I don't have. Well, I have Bedrock on my computer, anyways.
Right, yeah. So you hop back on Bedrock, and Guys, in the comments down below, let me know your thoughts about this. But I'm thinking we do like a little mini series, and we just screw around in survival with all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Try to collect it all.
I think that like so when you make food, like instead of crafting it, I think that you should have to make it in the oven.
Like in the furnace.
Yeah, in the furnace.
Okay.
It's makes sense.
Yeah. They could definitely do like the 1.20 just as like a quality of like sort of like another 1.15, you know, just like quality of life, bug fix, like small additions here and there type of update, you know.
I think that'd be totally cool.
Or even better, a parody update, because they've already made in the most recent Java snapshot, you can right click with armor in your hand to equip it, which was a feature on Bedrock but not on Java until now. So you
Yeah.
know, they're constantly making parody updates to make the two versions more similar, but they could definitely have 1.20 just be like the final update. So now like they are both exactly the same gameplay and mechanics wise, right?
Right.
I think just honestly having Java Redstone and Bedrock would be so nice, because
I mean,
Bedrock Redstone
know-
sucks.
you're probably gonna like tell me why they haven't done it yet. I don't get what is so different about Java and Bedrock Redstone that they're just not that they haven't already switched it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like most things, it's like they were built. So, all right, quick Minecraft history lesson for all you youngins out there. Um, so Minecraft used to hire out the console port of Minecraft to a company called 4J Studios, right? They made the Xbox 360 edition, the PlayStation 4 edition, the original Pocket edition, like all of the console. They made Wii U edition, you know, all that stuff, right? All of the console editions, all of that was all made by 4J Studios. And Mojang basically just made Java edition. But then Microsoft bought Mojang and decided that they wanted to make Bedrock edition in-house and make it cross-platform, right? Which is a good idea. I mean, like, just purely from like a business standpoint, that is a good move, right?
Yes.
If you can make something in-house, it's generally a good idea to make it in-house. Plus, having a cross-platform for it all is great, right? But what they did is they built it from the ground up, basically a completely new team of developers, and in a completely different coding language. So,
Right.
and they made like a ton of optimizations, right? So like if you play Bedrock, you will straight up just get better frame rates than if you're playing Java. Like vanilla Java versus vanilla Bedrock. Vanilla Bedrock will perform better because like they optimize it a lot. But also like in optimization and recoding and building it different, they did so many things just so completely different, that like to make any one version the same as the other would basically require just like remaking everything again. So,
Right.
I mean, I don't know.
Alright. The most controversial Minecraft question of all time, possibly of all time. Do you think Microsoft should have taken over, or should have Mojang stayed itself?
I think that Microsoft. Okay. This is a complicated question, so I'm gonna give it a complicated
Here we go,
answer.
sparking the conversation.
Okay,
Let's go.
I'm gonna give this a complicated question. I'm gonna give it a complicated answer. First, I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt. So, quick intermission. We're like sweating. It's really warm up here right now. And we're back. So, complicated question, complicated answer. I think Microsoft taking over Mojang, in theory, right, is an amazing thing, right? Like when it happened.
Game theory.
Yes, in game theory. Because if Microsoft took over Mojang, that in theory they could have just like given Mojang more funding because like they're backed by a big company now, so that like if they're just
Yeah.
backed by a big company, backed by lots of money, they could have kept doing what they were doing already and just done it better because they had more budget, right?
Yeah.
But instead, I think Microsoft sort of definitely steered the development in a different direction. And I mean, generally I think that direction is okay. And I think generally Minecraft has gotten better over the years, mostly.
Mhm.
But I also think that, especially in more recent years, the sort of corporate weirdness has, like, 1.19, they promised a lot of stuff that never happened. And I would bet that a
Right.
lot of that was because of Microsoft screwing with the development team, right?
Right.
So I think in theory, Microsoft taking over Minecraft could have been an amazing thing, but I think in fact it was a bad decision. A good decision for
yeah,
Microsoft. Like I'm sure
Yeah,
they're making a lot
Microsoft.
more money now,
Super
but
smart.
I think for the community and for the players, I don't think it was a good idea.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think it kind of started to go downhill, like in the recent years, like you were saying.
Mhm.
I'd say around 1.18. Like 1.18.
Yeah.
Super good time.
I think
That's a huge
1.16 1.16 was the last good update.
I would agree
Or
with
the
that.
last perfect update. Actually, I don't know. Even that, I really okay. I'm not gonna say that I like loved the old Nether. The old Nether was not great, right? But I do have to say, right, finding a gosh darn fortress in the new
Dude,
Nether
it is
is
so hard.
impossible.
It has been 3 years since I have beaten the game, purely because I
Can't find a
another
fortress. Yeah, they literally do
Like,
not exist anymore. But
It just
because
doesn't exist.
I think they only spawn in Nether wastes, and now only like 1/10 of the Nether is Nether wastes. So
And
like,
you never spawn in it.
yeah, it's always like freaking red forest.
Right.
So yeah, like it definitely made the Nether a lot more difficult, which is a good thing, but it's different.
Yeah. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's great.
Mhm.
I think it was an okay update. I think they did the right thing. If they went anywhere else with that update, it would
Yep.
have been awful. I don't think they could have done anything better. Besides maybe adding less biomes. Like we don't need the Soul Sand Valley. What's the point of that?
I think Soul
Salt
Sand,
Delta.
yeah, I like the Basalt Delta.
I mean, I like the blocks that come out of it, but like I think they should have done it better where there's less like
Less
tiny,
lava.
tiny one block pools
Yeah.
of lava
Mhm.
that when you're trying to jump across, you
They
fall
definitely could.
into.
They. I think they also. There's a lot more verticality now, right? You have like
There is.
layers basically, which
Because they upped the world height in.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they kind of like lowered the
they just made it
bottom world height.
higher. Well, no,
They
in one
almost doubled the world height.
in
so
in
they actually
originally
doubled the Nether.
1.16 was before the cave update, so they wouldn't have had the increased world height. But they
I guess
changed the
it's true,
terrain
yeah.
generation, so there was still more verticality in it, which makes it even more difficult to traverse before you have an Elytra. Guess what you need for an Elytra? Blaze rods. Guess what you need for blaze rods, unless you're playing modded?
Fortress. That's
Fortresses.
Where you need to find a fortress.
Yeah.
Nether waste. Guess where you find the Nether waste? Apparently not in the Nether.
Yeah.
Funny.
Also in 1.20, since we're talking about the sort of development side of Minecraft, they're changing, or supposedly, they're changing the sort of way that they're going about it. I don't know if you heard about this. They're trying to take
not.
more feedback from the community and
Let's go.
like announce fewer features and just work with the community on what they want. Because there's been a little bit of outrage. People have been getting a little angry.
Little
Um,
bit. Little bit.
in the past few years, they've definitely been getting a little annoyed.
I think this year, not 2023, like 2022 included,
Mhm.
is the year that Minecraft lost like the most players. Just
Oh, yeah,
because
I'm
of,
sure.
like, they're not listening to the community. They're just ignoring us.
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
they don't care.
Yeah, it definitely has made a very like we don't care about our community sort of image. Even
Like, okay, so
even though
I don't know if you like used to watch Dan TDM or whatever. I used to follow every Minecraft thing he did.
Mhm.
He has not uploaded a Minecraft video in probably a year, probably a solid year.
yeah,
Because
I've seen a little bit of
he
his
has nothing
stuff.
good.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Like honestly, in a lot of ways, 1.12 was kind of like peak Minecraft
Yes,
because I mean,
totally agree.
that was still Xbox 360 edition. I've got my Xbox 360 right here. I have the controllers. I can't really pull the 360 itself over and actually wait, one moment. I've got my Xbox 360 right here. Um like it's near and dear to my heart. Um it is like 100% probably one of the best consoles. Oh,
Xbox
he's
360
bringing it
right
over. Let's
here.
go. Yeah. We've got him.
This is staying on my desk now. It's been in my drawer, and I feel bad for it.
Yeah, poor guy. Yeah, so like that Xbox 360 version of Minecraft and a lot of mods, right? And for those of you who don't play modded, you might not know this, but so many mods just like are still in 1.12 for, a variety of reasons, different reasons, but like so many of the absolute like classics, are just in 1.12 and have been because like it's still just such a popular version. And also all of the like adventure maps, I mean, you watched Dan TDM's old stuff, that would have been like, yeah, all those old adventure maps, that was all 1.12. You don't see that very
Yeah.
much anymore, like it's yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I think eventually, when Minecraft starts to die out, people are just gonna start from the beginning again. Java players are gonna go back to 1.10, 1.12, and like
Well-
start over from the beginning.
Denver, there's already so many people that still play in 1.8, that still play in 1.12, because like, there's like there's a massive community that still plays in 1.8 because like that was before the combat update, and there's so many people that prefer the old combat. Once I can get my camera to focus. There we go. That was before the combat update, and a lot of people don't like the new combat.
Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of people still play 1.12 because like I said, a lot of mods are still in 1.12.
Most modded players play 1.12 because modded
Yeah.
1.19.2 so difficult.
1.19.3. 1.19.3. It's 0.3 now.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I mean, why do you think I play 1.18.2 modded? Because trying to get 1.19 modded is so annoying.
It's really that's the
And
reason
it's-
that it kept crashing, right? Because it's 1.19.
Well, because there's 4 different versions of 1.19. There's 1.19, 0.1, 0.2, and 0.3, right? So a lot of mods only got updated to one of those versions. So if you want to play like Botania and Tinker's Construct and like whatever, they're on 3 separate versions of 1.19, but they're all on 1.18.2. So
Right.
yeah. And besides 1.19, honestly, pretty small update. I don't mind going back one version,
Right.
Or a lot of modded players even still play in 1.16. That's a pretty popular version, before the world
Yeah.
height. So I mean, modded players are just all over the spectrum, but like
Right.
as far as like vanilla players go, it's pretty much like 1.7 still has a pretty big player base, and 1.19 still has a pretty big player base, and
Yeah,
like
you
every other
either
version
play
is
before 1.10 or after 1.18.
or yeah.
For vanilla.
And then if you're modded, you just kind of do whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
well, modded, you find what's right for you. Because
Yeah.
when you play modded, you play on whatever the mods you want is gonna work.
Honestly,
Because with the mods, the version doesn't really matter.
okay, kind of. I think with modded, the newer version you get, the more like polished vanilla is and the better the vanilla stuff will be. But the older you go, the better mods there are. You know?
Right? Yeah.
Because I'm going to admit it, all of the best mods are in 1.12. If you want to
Yes.
have the best modding experience, play a 1.12 mod pack. Because
Yeah.
that, like, so many good mods, right? But if you want to, like, I play modded, but it's still relatively vanilla, you know?
Yeah.
If you look at packs like All the Mods 8, right, where it's like hundreds and hundreds of mods, right? I play very vanilla modded, you know?
Right.
I'm kind of like in between the like modded players and the like vanilla plus players, you know? Um,
Mhm.
because I like new stuff, but I also don't want like the problem I end up having with like um the problem I end up having with like lots of mods is that you end up getting it becomes kind of pointless to like here I've talked to you about it with Ars Nouveau, right? That
Yeah.
mod, if you there's no reason to ever use anything but that mod, right? So if you have that mod in a mod pack, it's the only mod you'll ever play, and you don't get to see most of the mod pack, right? And it's just gonna slow down your loading times with all those extra mods. Um,
Right.
yeah,
I feel like we've talked about almost everything. I don't know.
we've covered vanilla, modded, new, old.
New, old, yeah,
Yeah.
everything. Um. Hmm.
You know, we could talk about 1.9 versus 1.8 combat. That's like the only topic we haven't touched yet.
Oh, good lord. Yeah. Let's start that.
Yeah, it's yeah. Okay. So I don't know if you've ever actually played 1.9 combat.
I have.
Okay.
What
are your thoughts on it?
I I like it. I like it in the sense that that's the one with the axes, right? It
Yeah.
breaks all. Yeah. That's why I like it. Is because you can just crit with the axe and just break armor.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I like it. I
Okay.
like the old combat because of the way the sword works.
Yeah. Like the old 1.7 sword
Yes.
with what you could still block with the sword. Do you remember that? I remember that.
Yes.
Oh
Dude.
my god. That yeah. If you combined the 1.9 axe combat, right? Like axes and shields, I think that stuff actually works really good with the like 1.7 sword combat.
Yeah.
You have the perfect combat system.
The only thing I didn't like is that you could just hold down the sword button and just basically just swing.
Yeah, but
swing.
okay, but actually wait, are you talking about new combat or old combat?
Old combat.
Old, yeah, okay, yeah. The spamming is a bit much, yeah. But like once you got to
That's an issue.
higher levels of like really competitive stuff, there actually turned out to be a lot less spamming because you ended up doing like combos and stuff, and it was like
Right.
really advanced. Like once you got really down into it for such like a simple system.
I played a couple of Bed Wars games on one of my friend's old computers,
Mhm.
and it was like way old, like 1.9 combat, or no, 1.7 combat.
Yeah.
Before 1.9, and the sword bow combo back then,
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna weigh in on this. I think now. Okay, I can't really talk about PvP because I've only ever played PvP with 1.8 combat, with Bedrock
Right.
combat. Even actually, it's not even technically the same as 1.8, right? Because it has shields, but it doesn't have axes. Or it does have axes, but they aren't good.
Yeah, they are the same.
So I can't really comment on PvP, but as far as like fighting mobs and stuff, I prefer 1.9 combat.
I do as well.
Now,
because
I
I
I
like the
will
crits and the whiff
yeah,
shot.
like when you can just like crit stuff with an axe and like one shot or two shot it, like that's really
Right.
satisfying, right? I like that. I
I
don't.
remember in the SMP, I would run a diamond axe like sharp 4.
Mhm,
That was like my weapon.
yeah. Um. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know if I would like it more in PvP because
Yeah, I don't. I
I
don't
I
know.
don't know. But as far as like just single player goes, I much prefer 1.9.
Hmm.
Um. Yeah.
Now I think we covered everything.
Now,
Um,
now we've got now. Oh well. Do you remember a little while back, they did the combat test betas?
yeah.
Yes, those. They
Yes.
yet another thing that they abandoned, right? Um,
Right.
a lot of people were really excited about that.
Yeah.
Like really excited.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, cause yeah,
Dang.
because that was basically like what we were talking about. It was kind of like a mix between 1.7 and 1.9 combat, you know? It was
Yeah.
it had a little bit more of like the fast-paced stuff of 1.7, but also still had like shields and axes and stuff from 1.9. You know, it was like
Hmm.
a lot of people said it was the best of both worlds. Um, and then they just sort of stopped. Actually, that
I don't know
you know what?
why.
That's what I want to see in 1.20. I want to see the combat test snapshots. I
I
want those in vanilla. That's what I
They
want.
could get rid of everything else
Boom.
that
There
we've
we go.
talked
Yep.
about so far for
Yep.
1.20.
Screw
Give us that
screw
in
in
Bedrock. In Bedrock.
Yep. Screw enchantment update, screw brewing update, screw what were you talking about? Archaeology update.
Okay.
Make it the
Calculate.
second combat update. Fix what you
Yes.
broke, Mojang. Fix it.
Yes. That actually
Mhm.
would make me hate Microsoft less for
Yes.
taking over
Actually,
Mojang.
and actually when you think about it, it would make a lot of sense to do a combat update because the old saying, don't fix what isn't broken, right?
Right.
Enchanting, brewing, I would like
Not
to see an
broken.
update to that, but they work, right? They're balanced,
They
they
work
work,
perfectly
right?
fine.
Um, archaeology, right? That would be a cool new feature, but it's definitely not needed. Combat, a lot of people don't like the combat. A lot of people really wanted to see the combat test snapshots in the
You know
game.
how many people, like how many players they would get back if they added that?
Yeah, if they took those test snapshots and like polished them and made them official and put them in 1.20, I think a lot of people who left because a lot of people just play on like servers, like they just play like Hypixel Bed Wars,
Yeah.
right? So like a lot of people come back, I think, because of that.
Yeah. Now we covered every topic.
I guess so. Yeah,
Let's
it only
go.
took us 32 minutes.
Gosh, we
Yeah.
could have been doing this longer.
It feels like it hasn't been that long, honestly.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah. You guys, I guess you guys will have already seen this, but I will add timestamps below my face cam here, for all of the different topics that we've talked about today. So you guys can just skip to whatever you want to see. I might also do chapters in the YouTube video if I can figure out how to do that. Um,
Yeah, that would be great.
um, and I might put some editing notes below Denver's face cam. Um, so yeah, that's today's episode of the Denver and Dwagon mini podcast type thing. Um,
Yeah. Let
I
us know
hope
in
you
the
guys
comments down
enjoyed.
below if you'd want to see this maybe on Twitch. If like
Yeah, if you wanted to
if
see this type of thing on
pick a
Twitch,
day that just like daily or not daily, but like weekly
weekly things.
podcast.
And we don't just have to talk about like Minecraft updates, right? There's a lot of stuff that happens in gaming, right? There's plenty of stuff we can talk about.
Right. Yeah. We can. We're thinking about repulse maybe next.
Yep.
That'd be a fun topic.
Yeah, because a Repulse update would be very nice. I know a lot of people want to see that. We're probably gonna record
Same
that
for,
next.
like, a
But
year.
yeah, there hasn't been an update for like a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a little mini podcast there. If you guys enjoyed this episode, which I hope you did, be sure to subscribe. Hit the like button, comment if you have anything to say. If you have suggestions for future topics, please do this. Like, please comment. Tell us your future topics you want to see, right?
Yes,
We love to see it, right? Because I really do want to make this into a series, just like a little like mini like. I'm gonna try and make them a little shorter in the future, maybe
Yeah.
not 30 minutes. I might cut this down into a few different episodes, right?
Right,
But
right, right.
if you guys want to see like one topic talked about, like if you guys want us to talk about the new Zelda game, for example, just like
Ooh,
off
I'd love
off
to
the
see
top of
that.
my head, it's not like I've been thinking about that for like the entire month. Um, embrace your inner Zelda speedrunner, Denver.
But yeah,
Um,
we love doing this kind of stuff. We love
yeah.
interacting with you guys,
Mhm.
chilling and talking.
Yeah, I think this would go
Like,
really well on Twitch. So if you guys want to see this on Twitch, we have a link to our Twitch channel down below. In fact, when you're seeing this, we might be live right now doing this. We might.
might.
It's very possible.
Very
Um,
possible,
yeah.
actually.
All right, yeah. Bye.